This question belongs to Computer Organization subject and was asked in GATE CSE 2014 SET-3. So the question states, an instruction pipeline has 5 stages, namely instruction fetch, instruction decode and register fetch. So we have instruction fetch, instruction decode or register fetch, instruction execution EX, then we have memory access MEM stage, and then we have register writeback stage WB. Okay, with stage latencies 1, 2.2, 2, 1 and 0.75 nanoseconds. So these are the stage latencies respectively. NS stands for nanoseconds. To gain in terms of frequency, the designers have decided to split the ID-RF stage into 3 stages, ID, RF1 and RF2. So now what we have done is that we have split it into 3 stages. ID-RF to 3 stages, which are ID, RF1 and RF2. Each of latency is 2.2 divided by 3. So 2.2 divided by 3 comes out to be 0.73. So this is 0.73, this is 0.73 and this is 0.73 nanoseconds. Also the EX stage is split into 2 stages, EX1 and EX2. So now we have EX1 stage and EX2 stage. Each of latency 1 nanosecond, 1 nanosecond and 1 nanosecond. The new design has a total of 8 pipeline stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then we have MEM stage and WB stages of 1 and 0.75 nanosecond and IF is 1 nanosecond. A program has 20% branch instructions. So branch instructions are 20%, 20 by 100 or you can say 0.2. Which execute in the EX stage and produce the output and produce the next instruction pointer at the end of the EX stage. Okay, so it produced at the end of the EX stage in the old design and at the end of the EX2 stage in the new design. If IF stage stalls after fetching a branch instruction until the next instruction pointer is computed, okay, all the instructions other than branch instruction have a average CPI of 1 in both the designs. So average CPI is 1 apart from the branch instruction, apart from branch instruction BI. The execution time of this program on the old and new designs are P and Q. So here the time is P and here the time is Q nanosecond. Respectively, the value of P by Q is. Okay, see, here we have stages IF, ID/RF, EX, MEM and WB with the stage latencies 1, 2.2, 2, 1 and 0.75 nanoseconds. So what is the max of this? So we have to compute the max of this to find the total latency. So max of this is 2.2 nanoseconds. So total comes out to be cycle time is 2.2 nanoseconds. This is our cycle time. Now see, so what is the average time for execution of an instruction? The CPI is 1 only, so it is 1. But we have certain extra time for some branch instructions. So we have 0.2 branch instruction and each branch instruction will take a penalty of 2 because see, the next instruction is pointer is available at the end of execution stage in the old design. So we have a penalty of 2. So we have a penalty of 2 into cycle time. So what is our cycle time? It is 2.2 nanoseconds. So T average comes out to be 3.08 nanoseconds. Now see, now in the new design, we have divided the ID/RF stage into 3 stages, ID, RF1 and RF2 with the stage latencies 0.73 and EX1 and EX2 with the stage latencies of 1. So what is the time of max of these time? So max of these times comes out to be 1 nanoseconds. So cycle time is 1 nanosecond. Okay, so what is the average execution time? Is 1 is the average CPI, it is given over here, but 0.2 branch instructions take an extra of, here it is available after EX2 stage. So it has a delay of these 5 stages. So 5 stages into cycle time is 1 nanoseconds from here. So this value comes out to be 2 nanoseconds. So P, this is our P and this is our Q. So what is P by Q? P by Q is 3.08 divided by 2. So it comes out to be 1.54. So answer to this question is 1.54.